Welcome to the EZU course on Policy Sync within EZLynx management system. In this course, you will learn what Policy Sync is and how it functions. So, let's get started. The Policy Sync feature is used to synchronize policies, so all information is up to date. Essentially, the system will gather data based on what's entered in the rating engine and compare it to the policy transactions data. This is handy when changes are made during the life of a policy. Additionally, this feature is especially helpful for requoting at policy renewal time. Policy Sync also allows for a quick swap of the applicant and co-applicant on the rating application. To get started, navigate to a customer's account with at least one active policy. You can access the Sync feature from a policy card on the Customer's Overview or Policies tab. For this example, I'll use the Policies tab. Once on the Policies page, click on the kebab icon within a policy card. Next, click on Other and select Sync. Please note, if using Policy Sync on a package policy, you must select one policy line of business at a time, otherwise the following steps are the same. Pressing the Sync button opens the Sync Policy Preview window where you can review the risk and policy data versus the result data. The result data is the information that will be synced to the customer's rating application. Please note that whatever information you want to be saved must be in the result data column, otherwise, the system will overwrite it during the sync process. At the top of the Sync Policy Preview window, you'll see several different tabs depending on the policy's line of business. You'll want to review each tab carefully to ensure all necessary updates are made. In the top right-hand corner, there's an option for Show All and Differences Only. The Show All button will show all details of the policy, while Differences Only will just show the differences between the risk, policy, and result data. For each section on every tab, you'll see a button to set all from risk and set all from policy. The Set All from Risk option will replace all of the policy data with what's found in the rating engine, while the Set All from Policy option will replace all of the rating engine data with what's found in the policy transactions. We don't typically recommend using either of these options, as the point of the Sync feature is to merge data to reflect the most updated information. Let's take a look at an example where you might use the Set All buttons. On the Vehicles tab, you can see I have an old vehicle on file for the customer in the Risk Data column, which is the data that comes from the rating application within the rating engine. However, the vehicle entered into the policy itself is correct. Typically, I would just fix this error alone, but because I know the policy transaction data is more current than the rating application data, I'll go ahead and choose to set all from policy. Now that I've made the necessary updates, I'll click Save at the bottom of the window. A pop-up will appear asking if you're sure you want to continue. I'll click OK to continue with the Policy Sync. I can see that the sync worked because the ribbon at the top of the window says that the application was updated successfully. I now have the option to view the updated auto application or close the window. Since we're coming to the end of the video, I'll choose Close, but it's never a bad idea to double-check to make sure everything looks correct. That wraps up this EZU course on Policy Sync. You should now have the knowledge and skills to use the Sync feature within EZLynx management system. Thanks for watching.